Okay guys, let's make this delicious seafood lasagna. We're going to start off with 2 pounds of frozen corn, 6 tablespoons of butter, also 16 ounces of Parmesan cheese, and about 32 ounces of half and half. Okay, so in a pot we're adding the butter. We're cooking this at medium heat. We're just gonna let the butter melt. And then we're gonna add our half and half. You can also use heavy cream if you want. And I'm adding 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, ground pepper to taste. And I'm not adding salt because the Parmesan cheese already has salt in it. Now, talking about Parmesan cheese, we're gonna add everything into this pot. We're gonna mix well, making sure the Parmesan cheese has melted or is very well incorporated into the sauce. And now we are adding 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and a pinch of nutmeg. It's gonna add flavor, it's so delicious. And after that, we're gonna add our frozen corn. That's basically our delicious sauce. We're gonna add corn, we're gonna let it cook for 5 minutes, medium heat, and set it aside. Now for our seafood, I'm using scallops, about 1.5 pounds of scallops and 3 pounds of fresh shrimp, cleaned. I'm just gonna cut the shrimp in half because I want small pieces in my lasagna. Now we're gonna, in a pan or skillet, we're adding about 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and we're adding our scallops. I already cleaned the scallop, then I drained it as well, and the shrimp as well. Now we're adding the seafood. We're gonna mix well. We're cooking this at medium heat, and we're adding about 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and salt to taste, salt and pepper to taste. We're gonna mix well. And after that, we're gonna add a little bit of cilantro leaves just for freshness. And I have here 1 small shallot. We're gonna have here red and green bell peppers. We're gonna add that in there too. It just adds flavor to our delicious seafood mixture. And last thing we're gonna do is add about half a tablespoon of parsley, dried parsley. You can use fresh as well. Now what we're gonna do is cook this for 15 to 20 minutes on medium heat, and that's about it. All the juice that you see there we're gonna use in the lasagna is gonna be delicious. Now to make our lasagna, what I did is I used 3 boxes of lasagna noodles, and I just cooked it according to the directions on the box. What I'm doing here is adding our delicious alfredo sauce on the bottom of the pan, and we're adding our lasagna noodles. You can layer them in, and we're adding ricotta cheese, of course. I always add ricotta cheese every time I'm doing lasagna. It's just creamy and delicious. Make sure everything is well covered, all the noodles. And after that, we're adding our delicious seafood filling or mixture. It's so, so good, guys. And of course, as you see, I'm adding also the juice so it can taste more like seafood. After that, mozzarella cheese. You cannot have lasagna without mozzarella cheese, right? And another layer of lasagna noodles. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to be repeating the steps along the way until I am done and it's ready to bake. What we're going to do is now bake this at 375 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes and then hit the broil for 5 minutes for this delicious color. Hope you guys enjoyed the recipe.